What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hot 97 News, a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the country. It is Thursday, March 19th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Run Double 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey.
Friday Junior.
Come on now.
Over here.
Yeah. Yeah, that little man.
Whew,
yeah. Boy. Can't wait for the weekend. Can't
Almost
wait for
there.
the weekend.
Hey.
Hey. Can't wait for the weekend.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the weekend. Hey, come on now.
Look, man, because it's just one more day. You know
One
what I
more
mean?
One more day, man. One more day.
You see it. Okay, so I do want to let y'all know Rondell is trying to buy some shoes
Whoa,
literally right now.
Hey, don't be out me to these folks like that. No. First of all, I'm not buying them. Our producer Tommy is. He's taking care of that. All right. He's buying them with my money though.
And
With
he's
your
literally
money.
look at this. This is unbelievable. He said no matter what and he's literally putting his face
I
in
had to.
buy the shoes.
I
That is
had to.
unbelievable.
I had to.
Priorities. I just wanted to expose you.
Why?
Let people know where your
Why?
priorities lie.
Crazy, man.
Because that is, I guess, news, sort of. What's going on with shoes? Why,
So
what's the,
Nike just dropped some Nike Mine 001s, and they are super exclusive to get. And last time I wasn't able to get them because they were sold out in 2 seconds. So
don't you hate when work gets in the way of just your regular
no,
life?
man, don't do that now. That's crazy.
Okay, well, diving into the news, before we start today, I just want to say, don't let these people stress you out. Not y'all, but
okay.
like these people. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot going on in the world. They're going to do whatever they want to anyways, no matter what. And I'm kind of talking to myself because I'm a little annoyed today. I'm a little annoyed, but with today's update, you're going to understand why. So Pete Hegseth, our war secretary, just gave another update this morning. It was a press briefing. And just to start off, he says that the U.S. is going to go hard again today on Iran, overwhelming precision. Again, today's going to be the hardest strike package yet because our capabilities are just getting better and better and bigger. And he says we're hunting down and striking and bringing death and destruction from above. His words, not mine. And that overall, he says that we've been extremely successful. We've weakened the Iranian leadership. They're now in shambles. And he says, honestly, the media sucks because they won't laser focus on all that success. And here is him saying that.
A dishonest and anti-Trump press will stop at nothing. We know this at this point. To downplay progress, amplify every cost, and call into question every step. Sadly, TDS is in their DNA. They want President Trump to fail. But you, the American people, know better.
TDS is Trump derangement syndrome. It's what they say anybody has if they just don't like what Trump is doing, basically.
Yeah, it sounds like more money is about to be coming up.
Uh-oh.
At them gas pumps, man. Golly, bro.
So we can't get a break.
No, we ain't gonna get a break, bro. They ain't giving up. When are they just gonna admit it, bro? They are not gonna give up anytime soon. We could keep on launching these big, massive attacks, but somehow, some way, it's almost like they're like roaches or something. Not calling them roaches, but
Yeah.
they just here. They gonna keep popping out. No matter how many times we try and squash these guys, they gonna keep popping out with missiles. I'm sorry.
I'm actually thrilled to hear you say that because I do feel like there is a segment of the population who is not being realistic about what's going on here. That's why I started out with all of these successes. Nobody's saying they haven't been successful. There's just other things to consider here too. And when they started out with that and they started out with actually how the troops have died and their families have said continue on this mission, and they just made it really patriotic in a troop death sense where you really can't say anything about it. You know, when you bring in troop deaths, you can't criticize it. And I don't like how they do that because it's like, it's sad. It's sad to hear people dying about this. I get it, but don't use that as like a talking point. I don't know. It felt a little bit oily to me. And what he really said was that the whole world needed to be saying thank you to them for this. And here's him saying that.
The world, the Middle East, our ungrateful allies in Europe, even segments of our own press should be saying one thing to President Trump. Thank you. Thank you for the courage to stop this terror state from holding the world hostage with missiles while building or attempting to build a nuclear bomb. Thank you for doing the work of the free world.
Nobody wants to say thank you, bro. Like this is not one of them moments in life where we appreciate you going to war for us, sir. We souls no, man. We don't want it. We never wanted it. Never.
I try my best to be fair. And I know like everybody's a little biased, everybody's a little skewed in how they think about things. So I do try my best. But today I thought his message was kind of a disgrace. Because I looked at it like, imagine in the middle of a high stakes football game, the quarterback just wants praises for touchdowns in the first quarter. You know what I mean? All I want you to do is talk about how great I did in the first quarter, second quarter, and just gets mad for people who ask what the plan is going forward. You know what I mean? Or people who note that a few plays ended with some points given away or starters getting hurt in a way that wasn't intended. Well, don't ask me about that. Ask me about, you didn't see them touchdowns in the first quarter? What do you mean? Like, this is the middle of the game. Of course, people are going to have questions. That's the media's role. So I just feel like asking for constant praise and gratitude, that's something you do when it's over and you won. When it's over and the outcome is what you hoped for and not something crazy. You know what I mean? And so I just don't think it's an insult or TDS to ask for accountability.
Yeah.
Or point out how the story has changed throughout this whole not war that they're honestly not even trying to pretend isn't a war at this point.
Exactly.
I mean, Congress doesn't care, but like they're not even pretending anymore. So I don't like this, man. I really don't.
Also asking for praise all the time. Like, I mean, literally all the time is weird to me. Like somebody has a praise king. That I mean, essentially is a praise king. You got to be praised to, feel good. Like, dog, that's weird.
And see, I understand the praise, especially in that analogy you brought up earlier. Like, if we was like blowing these guys out of the water, like if we was, how is that a pause? Blowing them out the water is crazy. That's not even that bad. That's not even a pause.
It's not.
About
He just,
that.
yeah, he got a little too
But
excited.
I'm just saying, like, it's not a blowout. Now that might be pause.
Now, Lana, you know we have to.
My point is, Iran is scoring, and they're scoring in ways that we didn't even think of.
For sure.
Allegedly, because I'm really starting to look at this differently, but I won't go down my whole conspiracy hole. But I mean, right, from what we're seeing, they're doing things that we didn't anticipate, didn't expect based on what Trump specifically said about it. We didn't know they were going to do this. That's what he said. And so I also thought it was kind of odd and worth pointing out that he says they're saving the world, yet dang near the whole world isn't helping. If you were saving the world and this was something the whole world agreed upon, people should be chomping at the bit to go help. Instead, all these countries are saying, like, we don't want to get involved. You're not really saving me. I mean, I don't want to even help you save me. He was asked in that briefing what countries have been the most helpful. And Pete Hegseth said Israel and the countries in the Middle East around Iran, a.k.a. the country that helped attack, and the countries that are currently getting attacked that also didn't want to be a part of this, that also weren't asked if they wanted to be a part of this before this whole thing started. So everybody else wants to do this diplomatically, and the U.S. is saying they're saving the world, and everybody just needs to be grateful. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't get it. And I don't know who they let ask the questions at this press briefing, but they asked the most softball questions I've ever heard in my entire life. It's like they brought a pillow to a gunfight. Because there's a lot of real things that are going on right now that I wanted them to ask and they needed to address, and I don't feel like we got a lot of those questions asked. So he was asked, with all of our successes, how close are we to ending this? And he said that we can't say, but we are on plan. And ultimately, it's going to be the president's choosing. So not really an answer there. Again, he was asked what countries have been the most helpful, Israel and the Gulf states, the countries around Iran. He also did say that the U.S. is trying to get messages to people inside Iran despite the blackout. Because I think another potential problem here is how do we get the people to rise up if they're only seeing state-sponsored TV, because the states, they control the news there, and they don't have access to internet, so they can't see that there are people in the world trying to help. So how do we galvanize the people? How do we convince their soldiers and their IRGC, their Revolutionary Guard, to stand down? How do we get that message to them? He says that they are, trying to get messages to certain people, whatever that means. He didn't go into detail. He said that he is also just aware that Israel is doing things. Actually, let's talk about that. Let's talk more about that. Let me tell you more about that. Because something actually happened last night that's worth kind of giving a lot more details about. So there was a gosh, there was a situation where I think people have noticed now that Israel's kind of just doing whatever they want to do. And it's kind of whether the U.S. would like them to or not. That's what people are at least hypothesizing at this point. Because yesterday, Israel hit a major gas field in Iran. This is the South Pars gas field. We can actually show you what this looks like. I'm trying to get my little notes together because my system messed up just a little bit. But this is a major hit. And it's a big freaking deal, dude. So South Pars is apparently the world's largest natural gas field. They share it with Qatar now. So it's a big deal. And it supplies 70% of Iran's domestic gas. So this is something that would impact the Iranians. And Israel is said to have done this by themselves. This is important. We're going to talk about that. So this is the first time I think people have really realized, okay, this thing could escalate for real into a situation that is impacting civilians. Because that means, the energy that I need to heat my house or cook food or do whatever I need to do within the country is going to be impacted if we start doing stuff like this. So Israel hits this gas field in Iran, and Iran said, okay, so since that's what we're doing, I guess it's all on the table. Yeah. Everybody out here is about to get it. Everybody's energy assets are now on the table, and they're all legitimate targets now. That's what this tells me. That's what Iran basically said. And they went after Qatar and the UAE and Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, all places that are allied with the U.S. and have U.S. assets or U.S. bases there. So first they hit Qatar's main gas hub, and that's actually the world's largest liquefied natural gas facility. So that's a huge deal. Nobody was hurt, and teams went in to control all the fires and stuff. That could have been a disaster. But then officials in Qatar said, yeah, they need to get up out of here. The Iranian diplomats and their staff are not welcome here anymore. They're now persona non grata, and they have 24 hours to get out. And that basically means, yeah, they're not welcome here anymore.
Right.
So this is not nothing. And at this point, the AP reports that Iran hit oil refineries in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, and then may have hit a gas facility in the UAE. Either way, the UAE just shut it down because of the threat and whatever. So that's why oil prices went back up again. I was going to get gas, too. I was about to get gas. I was like, let me wait.
You weren't about to get no gas. You lying.
I was going to get gas.
No, you wasn't.
And then I wasn't going to get gas. I think I've been trying to see if they do dial this whole thing back. I thought, maybe we're kind of nearing the end. Maybe,
let me ride this thing in the E real quick.
Let me just see. Because like they were saying at first, the gas prices shot up because of the fear.
Yeah,
not because
sure.
it just magically got more expensive. They just do that. So I thought, okay, maybe this thing levels out. Maybe they realize it's not going to be as long or as detrimental as they thought. So I was trying to wait. And the other day I was going to go because I was like, well, it's sitting right here. And now I should have went because oil prices just went up again. So this is seen as a major escalation. And that's why, I think Pete Hegseth didn't really take questions for real and ran up out of there at when the first hard question was given to him. But they're acting like everything's all fine. And that's not fine.
Not at all. I got to give Iran some props, though, because I remember when we was in the talks of Iran, before this even led up to anything, I was talking big, America this, Iran can't do nothing to America. I wasn't taking into account that they would just do things to other countries near them and then affect the global market. That is so strategic. They say, if I can't take you out, I'm gonna make sure everybody else's pockets is hurting. And that is just genius. I gotta give them props for that.
And I think that they have a lot more weaponry either buried or in tunnels or whatever than the U.S. and Israel really knew. And that's why even Pete Hegseth said we're trying to hunt it down and destroy it all. So, I don't think anybody really thought it was going to get here.
No.
At least that's, the narrative that we're going with. So say these people. They didn't know this was going to happen. So Trump ran to Truth Social last night. It was 10 o'clock at night. And he said that Israel, out of anger for what has taken place in the Middle East, has violently lashed out at a major facility known as South Pars gas field in Iran. A relatively small section of the whole has been hit. And the United States knew nothing about this particular attack. And the country of Qatar was in no way, shape, or form involved with it, nor did it have any idea that it was going to happen. Unfortunately, Iran did not know this or any of the pertinent facts pertaining to the South Pars attack and unjustifiably and unfairly attacked a portion of Qatar's liquid natural gas facility, no more attacks will be made by Israel pertaining to this extremely important and valuable South Pars field unless Iran unwisely decides to attack a very innocent, in this case, Qatar, in which instance the United States of America, with or without the help or consent of Israel, will massively blow up the entirety of the South Pars gas field at an amount of strength and power that Iran has never seen or witnessed before. I don't want to authorize this level of violence and destruction because of how it basically impacts the people of Iran, but if Qatar's liquid natural gas is again attacked, I'm not going to hesitate to do it. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So, number one, he is saying that the U.S. was not involved. He says they weren't involved, they didn't know about it, and that actually conflicts with what Israeli officials have said. Israeli officials have said they did know about it, that they told them ahead of time. They might not have been a part of the attack, but that they were briefed and knew it was going to happen beforehand. So I'm not trying to say Trump is lying. I'm not trying to say Israeli officials are lying. I'm just trying to say they can't both be true.
Come on now.
So I don't know what these people have going on, but multiple outlets are reporting that. So I did ask ChatGPT as well, like, why would Israel care if the U.S. hit it? Because he says, I'm going to do it whether or not Israel consents to it. And Israel hit them to begin with. So, of course, why would they care? And ChatGPT basically said, if they were to blow the whole thing up, that would escalate it to a point where things could get a lot more volatile in that region. And Israel is there. The U.S. is not. At the end of the day, the U.S. could peel back and be over here at any point.
Yeah.
Israel is the one who's always been in danger here. So that could come with major consequences for the whole region. This thing just goes into chaos. But one of the questions that Pete was asked that was actually a legitimate, hard question, I would say, is about that. So here's what he was asked and his response.
Israel prosecute this war if they're going to pursue their own objectives?
We hold the cards. We have objectives. Those objectives are clear. We have allies pursuing objectives as well. And the truth speaks for itself. I mean, President Trump was very clear about that. Iran has weaponized energy for decades. Israel clearly sent a warning, and POTUS has made it clear, very clear. Iran knows when you hit Karg Island, and you hit military capabilities on Karg Island, which is the only thing we hit, we can hold anything at issue. Anything. The United States military controls the fate of that country. Iran has the ability to make the right choices. It should not, going forward, target Arab allies, Arab countries, trying to create pain, the pain that they created themselves. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Then he leaves. It's like the one hard question for real that he was asked and he left. I played that whole thing out because I didn't want you to think that I took anything out of context or I just didn't understand the question. He didn't answer.
Yeah.
He literally didn't answer the question. Not for real. That was not an answer to that question. So, I mean, people have just noticed that just different things are going on out there, but the Pentagon apparently did ask the White House to approve more than $200 billion for this war effort. They want more than they've actually spent on this whole campaign so far. That's how much that is. It's an astronomical amount of money. And Pete Hegseth says that it's just necessary. And here's him responding to that.
As far as $200 billion, I think that number could move, obviously. It takes money to kill bad guys. So we're going back to Congress and our folks there to ensure that we're properly funded for what's been done. For what we may have to do in the future, ensure that our ammunition everything's refilled, and not just refilled, but above and beyond. I mean, President Trump, as he said, rebuilt the military in his first term, didn't think he'd use it as dynamically in his second, but he had. So thank goodness he did that. And an investment like this is meant to say, hey, we'll replace anything that was spent. We're going to be refilled faster than anyone imagined. And I think, we're also still dealing with the environment that Joe Biden created. Which was depleting those stockholds and not sending them to our own military, but to Ukraine.
So this is Joe Biden's fault, in case you guys didn't know.
It's always his fault. Him and Barack Obama.
I didn't know when Biden was going to pop up again and be his fault for something, but
I was waiting for it.
It's now his fault because they did send a lot of weaponry to Ukraine, and that is true. But that's back when Republicans cared about all this military money being spent. So again, it's just flip-flopped. Democrats said it was cool to send all that stuff to Ukraine. Republicans are saying it's cool to send all this stuff to the Middle East. Nobody really cares for real. It's all fake outrage. But it's hard to watch because we have problems here and the US is in debt. $200 billion with a B. You know how many hundreds of millions you know how much money that is?
$200 billion is crazy when there's so much things going on right on here, right in our home backyard that we can fix.
It's crazy.
So many things we could fix with $200 billion here in America. So many things.
So he did say the number could go down. And when I first heard this, I thought, like, I wouldn't even be surprised if they just threw out $200 billion just so they could go and be like, okay, it's actually 50 or it's actually 100. And it just sounds like they made some kind of a compromise or whatever. Still an obscene amount of money because they need to replenish their stockpile. One thing was not addressed today, and that was sending troops to the Middle East. There are grumblings that the Trump administration is considering deploying thousands more troops. We talked the other day about the 2,500-ish troops that were being sent in that direction right now. This is on top of that. Nobody got to ask him about that because he ran up out of there. So, I mean, I guess, can we just pretend to be shocked right now? When they say they're going to send troops.
I'm not pretending at all.
They're sending troops now? Who could have seen? Who could have known? Back before, this was just not even like happening. It wasn't even a real war. And now, they might send troops. Yeah. So they say that they could potentially send them for a number of potential reasons, either to go secure the Strait of Hormuz, aka escort oil tankers with air and naval troops and hope Iran doesn't shoot at them, I guess. They could go seize Karg Island and, again, hope that Iran doesn't shoot at them, I guess. And they could potentially go get Iran's nuclear material, which means they would have to go in on the ground and go steal that and hope Iran doesn't shoot at them. So
oh my God.
Sounds like we're in a lot of hopes Iran doesn't shoot at us. That's all.
But we're also winning.
That's all I heard.
And nobody's supposed to question anything.
That is all I heard. Hope Iran doesn't shoot at us.
That's what I heard too.
So hope Iran doesn't shoot at us.
Because there's not one of those things he named is going to be an easy or just like a lack of violent operation. At least potential violence. It's not the word I meant to find, but I'm just so like annoyed today at the gaslighting. You know what I mean? Because this is crazy. The whole rest of the world seems to be on the wave of we should do this diplomatically. We should de-escalate. And we're talking about troops. Remember a couple weeks ago or last week or whatever it was, those Democrats came out, that briefing was like, all these objectives requires troops on the ground.
Yep.
And they were like, no, what are you talking about?
Right.
And now we're inching up to it. And it just seems like we're watching in real time them say, potentially, maybe. It's like, I'm losing my mind.
Man. So when do you think they will send them out? Sometime on the weekend, right?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
This weekend, coming at you.
But like I said, there's people out there that are ready to go though. Like I've seen on TikTok.
Bro,
there's more
old heads, bro. Young
for sure.
Folks ain't trying to go out.
1,000%. I agree with you, man. Ain't nobody young trying to bust no move at it. It's the old folks that are like, yeah, man, I'm ready for this war. And it's like, nah, dog. Like we're not. We're actually.
I think about those troops that are on that boat with the plumbing issues.
Oh my God.
And the sleeping on tables because the laundry caught fire and they ain't got no clothes, ain't got no beds, ain't got no whatever. And like swaths of the ship. It's like
T-shirts and toilets out of nowhere. Nobody puts a T-shirt in a toilet.
Rope found in the toilet, clogging up things.
Right, that's a blatant. People are blatantly saying we don't want to do this. We do not want to touch ground over there, bro. Mind you, that's going into somebody's crib, somebody's house, and expecting them not to shoot at you, not to know certain angles of their house, little pockets in their house. We're gonna get towed up out there if we touch ground.
Not only that, I just feel like if we're in the U.S. talking about all these different things that the U.S. could do with the troops, you don't think Iran's sitting over there thinking these are all the things they could do with the troops?
Exactly.
Maybe we should put some people over here to protect this stuff. Like, I don't want to see our troops just run into danger.
For sure.
You know? And so another thing I had seen online, and this is kind of one of those conspiracy things, and I don't even know like how I feel about it for real, but it's just the idea that these podcasters saw this coming. Like saw, hey, if we attack Iran, they could close the strait. They could hit these other countries. They could do all this. If these podcasters have been saying this for months, how would the military not know that was a potential thing that might happen? And if they did know, why are they acting like they didn't?
Yeah.
Why would they say that out loud? You know, it just seems like that's a very strange thing the podcasters figured out, but the military generals couldn't.
Right.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what these people have going on.
I don't know either.
None of us do.
So we did finally hear from Tulsi Gabbard, who is the Director of National Intelligence, yesterday. Remember, she's giving that hearing to our lawmakers. She was asked about all this because she's supposed to be over national intelligence, threats. What is your assessment on the threats to our nation? That's what she's over. And so we'll talk about this more, especially after the break. But this is the same woman who is over Joe Kent, the guy who left, the counterintelligence guy who left. So she was asked some questions about whether or not she has the same intel as the Trump administration on why we really went into the war. So, yes, we're going to talk about that when we come back from the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class? Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News. Okay, so when we left you, we were talking about how we finally heard from Tulsi Gabbard, who is the director of national intelligence. And actually, she is back testifying today. So she's supposed to talk to the Senate one day, yesterday, and then the House the next day, today. And I think the House stuff might be more interesting because the House, I don't know, they just get a little crazy in the House. They be wilding a little bit over there. So we'll see what comes of that, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. But yesterday, she was asked about kind of the core claim that got us all here, which was about the nuclear program. And of course, we know that last year, Israel and the U.S. attacked Iran. They obliterated the nuclear program, and everybody freaked out at that point because they were like, oh my God, you guys just bombed Iran. Iran is going to kill everybody. They said that if we get attacked, we're going to kill everybody. And then they didn't. Nothing happened. And Trump and Israel considered it a resounding success. In fact, they were upset that people were questioning what obliterated means because there was no proof. After the strikes happened, Trump said, we obliterated the nuclear program. And everybody was like, are you sure? Like, how do you know? What do you mean by that? Did you test it? And they were like, I can't believe you would question the troops and question how the troops did. So I'm saying they always bring in the troops. And so we thought, okay, you know what? At least it's done. We've obliterated the nuclear program, and now we never have to talk about this ever again because it's obliterated. That's what obliterated means. Who would have known that in a couple of months we needed to go back to Iran for an obliterated nuclear program? So yesterday we kind of found out that the nuclear program claims don't really all add up. Per her own intelligence, the director of national intelligence, her intelligence. So Trump again said that Iran was trying to rebuild its nuclear program and starting the whole thing over because it was obliterated. A White House advisor said Iran was 1 week from having bomb-making materials. And it was like, how are we doing both? How is it obliterated? And they're going to start, but they're also 1 week away. How's that all happening? So Tulsi Gabbard said that Iran's nuclear program was obliterated and there have been no efforts to rebuild it. She said it on the record, under oath. So why are we there? For a nuclear program they weren't trying to rebuild and was obliterated.
I don't know.
Who could say?
Yeah, these are questions that we don't have the answers to.
Who could say?
You know what I mean?
Multiple different theories, though. My biggest one now is re-election. He wanted to do all this before re-election so that he could stay in power, keep Congress there in his hand, in his palm, all types of stuff. He thought, because he thought it was going to be a win. He thought it was going to be an easy win at that, too.
That's what it seems like.
That's what it seemed like at one point in time. So if this was going to be a win, and then if he won with Cuba too, how can the American people vote against the guy that's winning?
Yeah, it did seem like they felt like they had a slam dunk.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the vibe. I mean, because I watched conservative news too to get a whole handle on it. It seems like that was the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another thing they were asked about were intercontinental ballistic missiles, and that's the missiles that can make it from Iran to the United States. They don't have any right now. So Trump has been saying that Iran could hit the U.S. with missiles soon. That was part of the whole urgency because there's a threat to our nation. You know what I mean? And so that could be a problem. That was something that people were concerned about. Tulsi Gabbard said on the record that Iran could maybe build one by 2035 if it chooses to.
Really?
Nobody backed the claims that have been going around that Iran could do it in 6 months or anything like that. They're under oath, so they can't just say whatever they want to the press. They're talking to Congress and they're testifying. So they don't have one, and nobody there would back the soon or near-term threat to the U.S. narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nothing.
Yeah, I was watching it earlier this morning, and it, like, you could tell that she just didn't want to lie at one point. So she would just like sit there silent when certain people asked her questions. Like she wouldn't even respond, basically.
And it's supposed to be nonpartisan. You know what I mean? She's not supposed to have any kind of allegiance. She's just supposed to be answering questions. Because you technically all of them work for the American people. They don't work for Trump. They work for us. So we want to know what y'all know.
Hello.
And this is your time to tell us. And so you like just trying to run through your head of what you should and shouldn't say. Kind of strange. She also was asked about that imminent threat justification. And I thought it was strange that they didn't really press her for real on the Joe Kent guy, the guy who's under her, who quit abruptly saying there was no imminent threat. They didn't press her on that for real at all. And people peeped that. People think that they just kind of didn't want to get into everything he said, all the claims he said. If you know, you know. But she refused to say that Iran was an imminent threat or that it wasn't. She just kept saying that the president is the one who decides what an imminent threat is. And it's a fair answer, I guess. But even John Ossoff was pushing and was like, no, like, you are here to tell us. This is a threat assessment meeting. Can you assess the threat for us and tell us if this was an imminent threat? And she just would not say. She just kept saying, it's not my place. It's not our place. It's the president's place. And so, sorry, ask your mama.
Yeah.
I thought another alarming thing from watching the video was like when somebody had asked her about how many times does the president get briefed or something like that by the intelligence agencies that he has. She did not say anything. He was like, is he briefing you or are you briefing the president on a daily basis? Just refused to answer. I couldn't believe it.
I didn't see that.
I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, hold on. You mean to tell me the president, this is your job, dog? You're not getting debriefed by the CIA's head? What is going on here?
And that's even more interesting because he's the one who is supposed to be deciding what the imminent threat is.
Exactly.
If he's the only one who can decide what an imminent threat is, how is he not getting the briefings? Who is briefing him then? People who just have high hopes and well wishes and dreams?
A lot of times I think wow, dang, I should have put this in there somewhere. But I think he was saying that he was getting a lot of his information from Israel at one point, though. Like,
can you look this up just so we can make sure we're not, leading y'all astray? Because this is what counts here. You know what I mean? Another thing while you're looking that up that was addressed was that she said that the Iran retaliation was predictable. Trump, we showed you his quote where he said nobody expected Iran to retaliate against the Gulf countries. That was kind of my point at the end of the last half. Then how did the podcasters guess this was going to happen? What do you mean your military didn't know it was going to happen? That's why Pete Hegseth asked a bunch of people who seemed to be not allies, but like right wing. They did not ask him the real questions everybody's wondering right now.
Yeah.
They asked them like some softball questions. So you know how we're winning, and you know how what would you say about this? Nothing that's consequential for real. We had that one question about Israel, and then he scooted up out of there. Somebody even tried to say something, and he said, no, not you. And he pointed to somebody else and took their question instead. So I'm like, okay, he really is not trying to take questions. But apparently Iran had publicly warned that they could do this. And that's what Tulsi Gabbard said. Like, she avoided confirming whether Trump was warned, but she said that she wasn't aware of his statement and she refused to discuss internal briefings. I can't talk to you about that. I can't answer that, XYZ, whatever. But that does conflict what he said. He said, oh, we didn't know. We didn't know it was going to happen. And I felt like, maybe he was posturing because you can't admit to your allies, yeah, we knew you was about to get attacked and we did it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what an ally would do. Imagine I know you about to get jumped and I don't tell you.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Right. Yeah. And then as far as that Joe Kent resignation, barely addressed. So what'd you find?
Unverified. Of course it's unverified. I apologize for saying that.
Well, what was the...
But the whole thing was that he was making certain actions because he was getting some sort of intelligence from Israel or sharing that information. Now, when I did look it up, though, it does say that the CIA sometimes does get and share information with our allies, such as Israel, though.
That's not like even the craziest thing because it's going to say unverified because how would Grok know? How would ChatGPT know?
Exactly.
But at the same time, they are working hand in hand with each other. That's not a secret. So I don't know who's specifically briefing Trump. I do know that, remember, Benjamin Netanyahu scooted over there real quick. Right before all of this, they had a conversation. So he is literally getting information from Israel. That's not like a secret. But another thing, to finally move away from all this stuff, that was very interesting that came out of this. Let me just make sure real quick. I did not forget anything that was important. No. Okay. Kash Patel was there. Actually, hold on before we move on, because this was also very interesting. John Ossoff was about to question Tulsi Gabbard, and he brought up an email that maybe some of y'all got, and I'm going to just let you watch what happened here.
The President of the United States invites his campaign donors to, quote, claim your spot, join now to receive private national security briefings, to his political donors, featuring a photo of the president at a dignified transfer ceremony with a flag-draped coffin of an American service member killed in action returning to their family. And the American people need to know that the President of the United States is fundraising for his political campaign and his PAC using images of American service members killed in action, and it's a disgrace.
You're not supposed to try to raise money using a picture of somebody's dead body.
Oh, is that? Oh, it was a dead body. That okay? Yeah, I didn't understand what he was saying. All
That's
right.
one of the troops that have died in this conflict in Epic Fury.
Okay.
So the picture of Trump standing there while his hearse with the American flag draped over it was put on a campaign email and said, "Hey, you should donate, and we'll give you like private intel." Like, we're going to give our donors some, like, intelligence, basically. And everybody was like, now what?
Yeah.
Now what? You just, if I campaign, I can be inside the,
which is crazy.
The real meetings, get the real knowledge. Let me give you a little 5 on it.
Yeah, how much? Yeah, how much? How much does it take to get like the good stuff?
Because I'm trying to be in the meetings.
Yeah, what's the donation like tiers? If like $10 get me just like a couple sentences, or $100 get me like a page?
Because I can at least, I could do 2. You could maybe do 5.
You know what I'm saying?
You could do set. We
can go in there.
Try to see. You get a sentence, I get a couple sentences, and we all put our sentences together.
We get a page. We make a page.
Crazy.
They're like, now how is this legal? And it's not. You're not supposed. You can't do stuff like that. And I obviously don't think Trump was behind that. Obviously, whoever is running whatever for Trump is behind this. If it's a campaign people, if it's just randos who support Trump who do stuff like this, but you can't do that. So I think that's why she was asked, like, so what is this about? She didn't even really answer. I think somebody else answered and said, like, that would violate, I think, the Hatch Act, something like that. Can you actually look up what the Hatch Act is? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You're not supposed to, like, use stuff like this to get people to give you money.
Oh, yeah.
Is the vibe.
Yeah, the Hatch Act is a law that limits what government employees can do politically while working for the government. If you, examples of what's not allowed, telling people to vote for a candidate while at work, using government office or title for political campaigns, and posting political endorsements while acting in an official role.
Right. Okay, so now let's talk about Kash Patel, because this is really interesting. Kash Patel was also there. He's the FBI director. Best one we've ever had. That's a joke. That's a joke. He admitted under oath that the FBI is buying location data on Americans.
Location data.
Now, how about that? Yes, they are buying data that shows where Americans go. So they're not getting it from the phone companies, because that would require a warrant. The government's not just supposed to be able to do that. They buy it from private companies that collect your data through apps and ads. So they're getting around it. So like the weather app or shopping apps or games or literally any app that tracks your location. And that's technically legal, but it's technically also not at the same time. So if the FBI wanted to track your location, they would need a warrant.
Yeah.
So they're skipping the warrant because they're buying it like a customer.
Yeah.
Other people buy data. Other companies buy data. The FBI is buying the data. So now everybody's like, now hold on. Not y'all taking like a legal shortcut here. Because it's low-key also a violation of your constitutional right. You're not supposed to do that. That's surveillance without permission.
Yeah.
I think it's a violation of the 4th Amendment. You have a right to privacy. Government can't just do this. So the fact that they've used that to get around it is kind of interesting.
Yeah. So the FBI is buying they're buying the locations of Americans right now.
That's what he said under oath. And so your location history could basically reveal where you live, where you work, who you spend time with, your doctor's visits, what kind of doctor you're going to, your religious practices, your protests, your political activity. They can find out a lot about you with this.
It's gonna be a lot of women trying to get jobs in the FBI. I tell you that, boy. I tell you that. It's gonna be y'all gonna see an influx of application of women. I tell you that. They gonna start buying up their men's locations. What?
Look,
Jesus.
Crazy.
That is wild.
So they feel like the concern here is that would mean they could track patterns. They could predict your behavior over time. They could identify who you meet and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, they could just build a whole profile on you and not have to go to a judge, not have to get a warrant, nothing. Legal loophole they got going on here.
You can't tell about me, about the places that I go. Cause you can't, let's say somebody frequents a strip club and a bar every weekend. You know what I mean? That doesn't make them a bad person though. You know what I'm saying? So don't pass judgment on me just about the places that I go. Now I can understand if there's like a person that like goes to like a Chuck E. Cheese every day that's over the age of 50, you might want to go look into that person. You know what I'm saying? You might want to go see what he got going on at his house on his computer. But other than that, don't be passing judgments on I go to some weird places. All right? Flat out.
So let's say they are looking for somebody, and let's say that they've got a whole profile on Rondell that they weren't supposed to get, but they have it because they bought all your data. And suddenly you look real close to what we thought we were looking for in the suspect. Because we got your data, and you're going to the same places we feel like this suspect should be going.
Oh.
So now we think it's you. They don't have a warrant on you. How do you even know this about me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because they bought it. So they feel like some of the potential ramifications of that is that, it could be used for a criminal investigation. It could be used for immigration enforcement. It could be used for monitoring protests or just things that might impact people's decisions and how they move. Maybe I don't go to that protest. Maybe I don't go to this certain meeting. Maybe I don't go to a sensitive location because I know the FBI is literally buying my data. I mean, most of us don't really have a reason to care.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't go, you could see where I go. I don't care.
Listen.
But some people just feel like, where does that lead? If you could do this now and you could build a whole profile on me now and predict behavior now, I mean, where does that go?
It's gonna be messed up one day when one of them FBI agents buys some data for like a perk, like one of the person they're looking for, and that FBI that location is at their house, and their wife is there too. It's gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be like, I should have never bought it, and then they gonna pass a bill and be like, no, this is not right. We should never buy the data. Yeah, we told y'all, stop doing that. Don't do that, because y'all gonna see some stuff y'all don't want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the FBI probably wants to see it.
But y'all gonna follow somebody somewhere that y'all don't want to follow them too. You know what I mean? Either you get what I'm saying?
Feels like they would arrest them then.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. You in my personal life at this point. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you see somebody that's doing some wild stuff, if you see somebody frequent a Chuck E. Cheese or some place where kids go all the time, then go get that person.
This would be something that I think people like Diddy might have had a problem with.
Oh, yeah,
you
for
know what I
sure.
mean? Because
For
if you
sure.
think about it in those terms, Diddy's whole argument for himself was, I'm a grown man. I am allowed to have relations with however many consenting adults I can have relations with, but they want to have relations with, but they put a whole case together based on saying, no, you were trafficking. You were not just having consenting adult relations. And so that's something they could potentially do to build a case. So like most of us don't have anything to worry about, but some people think it's concerning.
Place my phone on a dog and let him loose and just let him run around the city. Let him run around the city and have these people freaking out. Like, where is he going? Why is he? What is this dude doing? Yeah, he ain't gonna never find me.
Oh, man. Yeah, so that was interesting. And then I just wanted to tell you guys about some more African news.
Yeah,
Okay.
Africa.
Okay.
Because I just feel like we could start doing this as we find more and more news
Nah,
that
for sure.
has to do with Africa. No
That's
matter
right.
what it is, let you know what they're doing overseas. So apparently Kenya wants to give women menstrual leave.
Wait, what?
Two
Menstrual leave.
paid. Y'all don't know what that word means.
No, I know.
Yeah,
Y'all
come
don't
on now,
even know
don't
what
do me like
menstrual
that.
leave
Don't
even
do me
means.
like
No,
that.
we won't. You know what menstrual
Ain't
is,
that
but
sad?
y'all get paid for your periods. Y'all get the leave for your period.
2 paid days off a month for period pain.
That's actually really, really good.
Wow.
I agree.
I agree. That is really good.
It would keep people from some very unfortunate situations that they might find themselves in.
This is also very true. That's dope though. So they get 2 paid leaves a week. A month. My bad. What did I say? A week?
Yeah.
God, dog.
That's how we need men to not know what it is. I need 2 days a week for my period pain. Yes. So apparently this would apply to county government employees, which is like 18,000 of them. Majority of them are women. We're talking about in Nairobi, Kenya here. Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. And, we found a picture because we just wanted you to see that Kenya, Africa in general, is that place.
It's beautiful.
You know what I mean? Nice. It's beautiful. It's not huts and dirt and that people think it is. And so people say, hey, like that we are recognizing that menstrual pain is a legitimate workplace issue. It improves the health and the dignity and the productivity of workers. And people who support this say that women who are supported like this would perform better, not worse. Other people are kind of concerned that might just make people hire more men because now they got to do this. But I'm like,
I was about to say, they not wrong.
First of all,
we got to give y'all 2 weeks out the month.
2 days out the month.
2 days out the month.
That's it.
2 days we can get some work out of somebody else.
You could work from home now, which is what some of us do and have done.
I'm just saying.
I might have found myself in a similar situation. That's why they're laughing and looking a little funny at me.
No, not at all. I'm just saying that if we could replace you for those 2 days.
Yes, I know. You could just you won't replace me?
That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't want to replace you. I would never want to replace you.
Oh, yeah?
But what I'm saying is,
okay.
In Nairobi, if we were in Nairobi, you would be replaced.
So some countries actually already do this. One is in Africa, Zambia.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, come on, Zambia. Okay. Same place with all those natural resources we're talking about, all copper and the gold and all that kind of stuff. Zambia is low-key popping.
Yeah, it is.
It's low-key, what's that place with the vibranium?
Oh, Wakanda.
Wakanda. Low-key Wakanda. So does Japan, Spain, Indonesia, and South Korea.
That's wild.
Isn't that interesting?
Now, what is the pros of this? If you don't mind me asking.
The pros would be
not from. I don't want you to read. I want you to tell me in your words.
Oh, okay.
What would be the pros of this in your mind? Your opinion.
So when you are going through your Aunt Flo time of the month,
for sure,
it's very painful. Just imagine just a stomach ache that will not go away and just randomly punches you in the gut. Like severely throughout the day.
Okay.
So you got to work through that and pretend like nothing's wrong. Obviously, you're flowing. And, when you're at work, there's times when the flow just does what it wants.
For sure.
And if you're not prepared or if something goes wrong, you're at work and you got to be stuck at work and have to explain what just happened and where you're supposed to go. I mean, look, you asked, so I'm telling you.
Oh, no, this is real.
People could have migraines that are debilitating migraines or could be throwing up and nauseous and have to sit here and do a job at the same time.
For sure.
And it happens every freaking month. And guys don't have to deal with this.
We don't.
We have myriads.
Y'all be having myriads because...
What is a myriad?
That's a male period.
What is that? That sounds...
You never felt it sounds gay.
Y'all no.
Yes.
Y'all be having myriads. I think a myriad is when obviously you get hormonal, obviously you get more emotional. Men will be right there with you. Instead of trying to just acknowledge, okay, she might be tripping right now because she's on her period. They gonna just throw gas on the fire. And I'm mad too, and I'm emotional too, and I'm all this. That's your myriad.
Oh, y'all are sassy.
No, if your girl
y'all
ever gets on her period and then y'all fight, you on your myriad too.
No, I'll be chilling.
Look,
I'm a very low key dude though.
But see, our myriads last 5 days. So in that, they should be giving men 3 days off during the week. They should be giving men 3 days off during the week.
I just want to put this out there. I've never had a myriad before in my life. Don't know what it is. We'll never have one. So Million is the only one that's had a myriad.
I guess.
First of all, I peeped how you tried to take this one thing.
Men deserve some time.
And turn into a man
Men deserve
thing.
some time.
See how sexist that is?
And get an extra day.
You see how sexist that is?
Get 3 days.
You want to take away what the woman got going on and turn it on the man.
And get more.
It was about women.
I wanted 3 days off.
And then Million said, you know what? I don't like it.
Yeah.
I need more days.
For less
problems. That's messed
crazy.
up. That's messed up, man.
I hear it.
No, you don't hear it.
You really don't.
Look, I'm just in one of my myriad moods today, I guess. You'll have to forgive me, all right?
That's hilarious.
Goodness gracious.
I hate it here.
Don't hate it. Don't hate me. Hate him.
Okay, to cap off the show, we got to talk about Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Come on,
You
baby.
still doing that?
All right, now they gonna come for you.
Come on, man. It's Hove, baby.
They coming.
It's Hove. Hey, look. Hove is actually celebrating his 30 years of the Reasonable Doubt album and The Blueprint. Did y'all ever listen to those albums?
Yeah.
Some songs, yeah.
Okay. Y'all didn't listen to it.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. So
Public service announcement.
Okay. It's
What
pretty,
are we talking about?
okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I'm saying.
So he's doing this with a back-to-back stadium show dedicated to each album. All right, we're talking about 30 years of Reasonable Doubt and 25 years of The Blueprint. Two albums that didn't just define his career. In my opinion, they helped define an era of hip-hop, because before those albums came out, man, hip-hop really wasn't doing too much, and these albums really turned it up to another level. He's doing these albums, the concert at the Yankee Stadium. 2 separate nights, one night for each album. July 10th will be The Reasonable Doubt, and July 11th will be The Blueprint. That means fans will get a chance to see both albums for themselves at one night. So you get The Blueprint, and then you get Reasonable Doubt. Not at the same time, rumors started swirling around about whether Jay-Z might be working on a new album. We don't know. There's been talks for months. Even producers like Cash Cobain hinted at it, but then walked back saying Jay himself said he's not dropping anything right now, which, Jay, it's okay. We don't need anything new from you, brother. You have done enough for the hip-hop culture. I would like tickets.
I was actually going to ask, I wish I had more time for this, because do people still
rock with Jay-Z?
Because of the Diddy stuff, I
Yes.
kept hearing people drag his name for filth. I don't know anything about it.
Hey, if Hot 97 shows love and somehow gets us tickets, I'll be there.
It's one of those situations where even if you did think something was strange going on with Jay-Z, you still go.
1,000%.
You would still 1,000% anybody would want to meet
For
Jay-Z.
sure.
So I don't know nothing about that. I was just curious, trying to get the vibe. We do have to go to a quick break, and we have a lot of Atlanta stories coming at you after this.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you're supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. We're here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
You are watching Hot 97 TV.
What's going on, everybody? It is Thirsty Thursday. This is Hot 97 News. A brand new
Thankful Thursday.
I get so much hate. Y'all don't see it because I'm on a one shot when I start, but I can just feel.
No, who's being thirsty?
When nobody's being
Dad,
thirsty.
you being thirsty?
No, I'm very much so thankful though.
And it's thoughtful.
Yeah,
it's
and
a thoughtful Thursday.
And it's theoretically Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I see what you did there.
Yeah, you like that, right? You know what I'm saying?
I can kind of see that. Yeah,
This is actually
It's a
Thursday.
thunderous
Because
Thursday.
it is actually Thursday.
What you got? You got a dictionary open?
I don't. This is coming off the brain. I keep going. It's a tremendous Thursday.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's also a Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday.
That was kind of impressive.
Oh, yeah, I tried.
Yes, welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories in the city. It is Thursday, March 19th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's and Million.
Hey!
Thirsty Thursday is like when you'll get some drinks.
Yeah, but
Thirsty Thursday. Yeah.
you don't
Not
even
about
drink.
being thirsty. I don't drink.
We
but
don't even drink.
I'm just excited for the people who do.
Oh, yeah. For the people that do, what y'all drinking today?
You know, drink a little something.
Drink a little something.
You need to drink a little water. You need to stop drinking for real, actually. That's what you need to do.
I don't drink at all.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh, you talking about the people?
The people.
The people
Million
need to
still drink, so he, you know.
Here and there, occasionally, you know.
He an old man, bro. He drink like he drink whiskey and a cigar.
And whiskey and a cigar. Give it to me every time, brother.
Man,
and a nice book. Don't forget a book now.
And a book.
And a nice book. Amen.
What you be reading? Hold up.
You don't be reading.
Y'all be reading.
Bro, don't make me get out of this chair and go grab 3 books in my backpack right now. I got 3 in the backpack.
You remember that one day we would talk about the library? He was like, "Yeah, man, I got a library card."
You just be lying on the
Just
news.
be lying.
Whew, that's crazy. Okay, yes. So diving into the news, this is kind of, it's a sad story, but it's a positive update. We've been telling you about the 12-year-old who was killed after a fight at a bus stop. Well, Shaq is going to cover her funeral costs.
Yo, at this point, we need to make Shaq president
for sure
in 2028. Like, real talk, because he's always giving back to the community. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
So, just real quick recap, just in case you don't know what's actually happening. Jada West, a 12-year-old girl, passed away after getting into a fight after school. Jada attended Mason Creek Middle School in Douglas County, and the video of the girls fighting went viral online. In the video, you can actually see the little girl. She got into a fight. She fell. When she fell, something happened there, because when she got back up, she was wobbly, stumbling, and she ultimately collapsed on the ground. And she was sent to the hospital after the fight and later passed away on March 8th. But community man Shaquille O'Neal later said that he would pay and cover the cost for the funeral. Shaq claimed that the story touched his heart. According to reports, he said, "This story touched my heart the moment I saw it in the media." He continued on to actually say that, "As a father, my heart goes out to Jada's family." And he also was talking about like how, parents should never, ever have to bury their child.
Yeah.
So he's filling out for him. Shaq, though, is like a perfect example of how the black community should be. Like when we finally get it and we finally come up, we need to be giving back to the
100%.
community. Nobody's saying you got to stay in the hood. I'm not saying you can leave the hood for sure, but definitely give back. And Shaq does that all the time.
All the time. And he got
all the
money.
time.
He also has a ton of money.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like multiple businesses that this man runs. So it's like Shaq is the what is it? The hood Robin Hood? The hood Robin Hood.
Mind you, this man is not even from Georgia.
Yeah.
He's just
Is he not?
No, he's not even from
does
Georgia.
he live here?
Yeah,
he just
does.
lives out
He lives here. Okay, yeah.
He just lives out here, and he's helping the community around him. That's the amazing part about it.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, there's reports that he gives groceries out to people.
He's
and stuff
constantly
like that.
here doing something for the community. That's why I was like, he doesn't live here, so he does live. He's not from here. Where's he from?
He's from New Jersey, actually.
Oh.
He's from New Jersey, but then he was raised in Texas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Come on, Shaq Facts.
Shout out to Shaq, man. Shout out to Shaq.
He tried to run for sheriff for a while. I think at one point for McDonough.
He is a sheriff's like reserve or something like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
for Henry
yeah.
County. Yeah, out there in Henry
Yeah,
County.
Really?
Like, bro, he's really out here doing
Shaq
it.
do his
Like,
thing.
he is really doing it, bro.
Shaq do his thing.
crazy.
Shaq do his thing.
Why is he not running like for governor or something?
Run
like
for
that?
mayor at least.
I'm
know.
something, bro.
Something.
He is too big of a person. All right, nobody want that big man running.
Okay, but
that's too big of a person to be running for stuff.
That's what I was thinking when you said that he was like wanted to be the sheriff. But I was like, maybe I guess we're on our positive Shaq commentary.
We are, but
on our
he just an abnormally huge human being to be running for stuff. I couldn't take that large of a person to be like running for mayor or running. I just couldn't take.
He's
him.
like a giant.
Yeah, he's a giant.
He's a giant.
Couldn't
Just
take
like
him seriously.
my little minions.
I don't know. I feel like if he ran, it's harder. And being that he has so much money, it's harder for him to get bought out.
True.
That's true.
It's harder for the man to get bought out.
Boy,
but
now that's true.
That's neither here or there. Back to the story. Jada's autopsy is currently still pending, so officials have not yet given a final medical ruling on exactly what caused her death. And right now, police are still investigating along with the family. They're conducting a separate investigation also. So we're just going to keep y'all in the loop.
Yeah.
Because, we want to see what happens here. Remember, we talked about the family actually not necessarily looking for people to sue, but looking for people to sue.
No, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Flat out.
Yeah. Who they can hold accountable.
Who they can hold accountable. And if that means the school district, they will be doing
If that means money, then it means money.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. But I'm hoping that this takes some of that off, because sometimes you do want to sue because you want to have a nice funeral and you want to be able to bring all that together. It costs a lot of money. So good for Shaq. So moving on to a crazy story. Which one of y'all's dealerships sold a $70,000 SUV to an 83-year-old man with dementia? That man did not know he bought it.
Y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that. All right. The man in question is John Benson. All right. His daughter, Alyssa Miller, says her father was dealing with serious cognitive issues at the time of the sale. According to the family, Benson ended up signing a contract with Scott Evans Jeep in Carrollton for a brand new SUV that came with a $5,000 deposit and about $750 a month in payment. Here's the problem. Miller says her father didn't have a driver's license.
Dang.
Wasn't driving and clearly wasn't of sound mind.
What?
She says it would have taken him just 15 minutes around. It would have taken just 15 minutes around him to realize something wasn't right. According to Miller, salespeople actually came to his senior living facility after he responded to an ad. And that's where the deal was made.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
The family didn't even know about the purchase at first. They say Benson went missing for more than 30 hours, telling his wife he was going to the store and then came back the next day driving a Jeep SUV. Miller says when they asked him about it, he didn't even understand that he had bought the car. To make matters worse, Benson's wife, who the family says also has memory issues, co-signed the loan and doesn't remember doing it.
Hold on. Because now I'm looking.
Sound fishy.
When the family tried to reverse the deal, they said the dealership told them it doesn't discriminate against the elderly.
No, that don't discriminate.
And only offered a refund for about $3,000 in fees. Now the family is stuck trying to deal with nearly $70,000 contract and a $750 monthly payment. And in a heartbreaking twist, what do you mean? What?
They gave the money back, like some of the money down back,
$3,000.
but they still have the car.
Still have the car.
Are they still like
$750 monthly
so
payment?
They're still
paying.
Okay, you guys are listening.
No, I am. That's very strange that they would give some money back on the down payment, but still they've considered the car sold.
Okay, you guys didn't hear the whole thing. I said it doesn't discriminate against elderly. That means they don't care.
I know.
That means they don't care. Yeah. In a heartbreaking twist, John Benson has since passed away, and his wife is now in a mental health facility. Miller says she's now left trying to fix the situation her father never even understood he was in. Crazy.
Where did you find this story?
It's crazy.
What?
Yeah, this is nuts, bro. This is nuts. Yeah. So he was 83 too, man, which is super. I mean, I don't think his age really matters in this point. I think the person that sold him at Scott Evans, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for selling this man a Jeep. What?
Hold on a second.
This sounds fishy to me though.
What's the fishiness?
Because both of them had dementia.
Both of y'all don't know what's going on.
All of a sudden, and hearing that he passed away, right? Now somebody's gonna have to pay that. And if unfortunately hopefully not, but the wife passes away, somebody's gonna have to pay something.
They're paying it now. What do you mean?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's easy to just say, yeah, my dad had dementia. He passed away. You can't even necessarily prove it.
Nah.
I don't
Where
know.
does the car go at that point? Just back to
No, you can't. I don't necessarily. So whenever you buy a car and think somebody deceases, whoever is your, especially if you have a disease or like dementia or something, whoever is your caregiver is the person that takes over the debt. Because you have signed over your what is it? What kind of rights is it? You're like, I can no longer take care of myself rights. If that, I don't know the name, I don't know the term of it, but you know what I mean?
And where is the family at when he's doing this though? That's what's crazy. No, but you said they came to the care facility.
They came to the care facility and sold the man the car?
They came to the care facility and sold him the whip. He saw the ad. He saw the ad, came to the facility, sold him the car.
He's at the care facility.
Come on, talk.
Ooh, I see this ad. I like this car. Bring. I call the dealership.
Hey, I need that.
Dealership says, I'll be right there.
I need that.
They come to the dealership and they come to the care facility.
Which is wild in itself.
Which is already wild.
Is wild in itself.
Because they should have said, sir, you need to hang up the phone.
And go get somebody. And then I would have called the care facility and be like, hey, y'all might want to go check on Mr. Benson. He in there trying to buy a whip from us.
Right.
But here's the thing. Y'all, I think everybody's missing the point. The dealership is wrong. They don't care.
No.
This is
we
crazy.
understand the dealership is wrong. I'm trying to figure out how. So without a driver's license, does he have insurance? Does he have insurance with no driver's license?
All this information is not given. I don't think any of that matters.
I just recently bought a car last year, so I just remember how much of a pain it was.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the point that I'm trying to make. When you get to these dealerships, bro, they're trying to make a sale. They see an 86-year-old lick. I'm going to get this lick. All right? They don't care about all that stuff that y'all talk about, insurance and this, that. They don't care about none of that.
Who let them in the care facility to sell this man a car?
That's another question.
That's what I would be mad more at the care facility.
But
if anything.
But here's the thing. Most of those care facilities are only so much of like care facility. You know what I mean? Like it's only so much of overseeing you can do. This man Mr. Benson probably done walked out of there many a time. Oh, he just going outside. We don't know.
Listen.
We don't know.
I looked it up, not to be that guy or not to make this nothing. Joe Biden is 83 years old. That's like selling a car to Joe Biden.
What does that have to
with dementia?
Joe Biden ran the country.
Like,
though.
look, no, not at 83. He's 83 now. He was running it at 81, 2.
Yeah.
79, 78, whatever. So what I'm saying is he is a very old gentleman. You would never look at Joe Biden and talk to him and realize, okay, you might have a little bit of dementia here and continue selling a car. That's crazy. Did I just get huge?
No, well, huh?
Hello.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of people with dementia, you really wouldn't know they had dementia. I don't know if you've ever.
No, that's because she said. Yeah. She said if you talk to him, not Joe Biden. I'm saying in this case, you said that in his case,
15 minutes of being around him, you would know.
I'm saying just so you can put a picture on what an 83-year-old man might look like. And he could be a black man, could be an Asian man, could be a Hispanic man. I don't know, his race, so he never looks a little different. But that's an old man. You would know he's in a care facility. You shouldn't be selling no man no car like this.
They say they don't discriminate. I think y'all are missing the point. They don't care.
We hear you.
I'm not mad at the sales dealership though. If I'm keeping it a stack, I mean they was just doing their job.
That's dirty.
Hey, they hit a lick.
That's
they
dirty.
was just doing their job.
Hit a lick. He seen that lick walk in and said, "Oh, we got one."
Yep.
Oh, we got one.
They probably got some money.
Oh, we got one.
Probably ain't got no family member who's even gonna care. Because some of these people in care facilities, they do not have family who calls.
No, not at all.
Checks up.
Not at all.
Boy, now that's terrible. Almost as bad as this woman who said she found a razor blade in a taco at a restaurant in Morrow.
You know how much I love tacos?
And I love tacos too.
I love a good burrito. And if I was to ever find a razor blade, what kind of...
like a real, a long...
Yeah, this is some prisoner that they probably hired. You know what I mean?
For what?
This woman is Sabrina Weidman Reese, and she says this happened while she was eating at La Tronos at Mount Zion Road in Mar. Don't try to check me. I know I said it correctly. According to Weidman Reese, she was eating like normal when she suddenly felt something sharp cut her lips and tongue. She says she immediately spit the food out, and that's when she saw it, a 1.5-inch razor blade sitting in her food mixed with lettuce, cheese, and meat. And here's what makes the situation even more emotional. Weidman Reese says this happened less than 2 weeks after she buried her husband, the father of her 2 daughters. She says in that moment, her mind went straight to the kids, thinking about what could have happened if she swallowed it. She said, why would somebody do this? It could have turned out worse. Now the Mara Police Department says this is an active criminal investigation. They're trying to determine whether the blade ended up in the food by accident or intentional. Meanwhile, the restaurant has not commented on the situation. Records show the restaurant was inspected in early February, receiving a score of 81. Pretty good score, with some violations noted, including food storage issues though officials say those were corrected at the time. For now, investigators are still working on to figure out how something like this could happen. So, yeah, bro. It sounds like some penitentiary stuff. It sounds like some penitentiary stuff, bro.
The restaurant is Las Trojas. I know where that is.
Oh, word?
Really?
Yes. That's right down the street from like where I know somebody who stays. Right down the street. I've passed that restaurant so many times.
Yeah, it's on the south side. I've never heard of it
yes.
before. I've never heard of it.
Ate there before?
No, I've actually wanted to.
Not
because
no
it
more.
looks like, I don't know, because they had like 2 Las Trojas in that area at one point, I think. And like one, I thought it shut down, but it looks nice enough.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, you never know who you hiring, though.
At the same time, we don't know anything about this woman. We don't know anything about anything. She did just lose her husband. Is she suing for money? Is she what's going on here?
I was like, that is
Y'all
an
think she
interesting.
did this on purpose?
No, I know.
No. You
I
can't
mean,
say that.
we can't. We
technically.
literally can't say that.
But what I am saying is, why do we care that you lost your husband? Not saying it to be like mean or anything, but why did that detail have to go in there?
It's an interesting detail that
I just lost my husband.
Huh.
She wanted to make sure that y'all understood this is a traumatic time in her life where she just lost her husband. Now somebody trying to slice her up, you know what I'm saying? We don't know.
We don't know if she put it in there either, though. We don't. This is all allegations.
This is all allegations, but that is a wild allegation to make for this, though. And I've made some wild allegations on the show.
Can you pull up a picture again of the blade? This is a big old blade.
Yeah, it ain't no little bitty blade.
That's not like when you said this, I thought you see that little piece of whatever that black thing is at the top. I thought it was gonna be some kind of little shard that accidentally snuck in there. That's a whole.
Yeah.
A taco is quite open faced.
So
you had to put that on the bottom.
My theory, is that maybe they were using some type of blade to cut open a bag or box or whatever the case may be. The blade ends up falling into whatever food that they had, and it ends up staying in there. They don't realize that they cooked it inside the food, and it ends up going to her plate.
Okay.
That's my theory. But still, to the fact, I mean, very, very prison-like. I'm not gonna hold you. This is prison
Prison behavior type
Prison
situation, yeah.
1,000%.
You see?
That doesn't even look like a box cutter blade, though.
That almost looks like maybe it was in a shaving razor blade,
Yeah,
almost, but
that
not
looks
even
like-
for real either.
I don't know.
And
bruh.
why would you be cutting the food open with that? Does that look? That don't
gets-
look sanitary.
I mean, they did get an 81, so you know what I mean. I mean, and it's let's get it. Look, a lot of Mexican restaurants. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Call it a spade. They aren't the cleanest, so let's keep it a spade. Call it a spade.
One could say that about many a restaurant.
No, I'm saying it about Mexican restaurants. I'm not saying it about one. I'm saying about mostly Mexican restaurants. Let's keep it a buck.
Chinese ones too.
Yes,
Chinese
exactly.
ones too.
Yeah, 100%.
I've been in some black restaurants.
No,
that were a little-
black restaurants be hidden though.
And here's the thing.
No, I'm not talking about grass on the wall, neon lights. Those hit. I love. You got a problem with those. I love a good black restaurant with mac and cheese.
Yeah, you lower your lamb chop prices, then I come eat here.
Those are the ones that got the best food though. The ones with the 81.
Yeah, the dirty restaurants.
Let me take that back.
What?
I don't eat it. Y'all just go eat at places with 81 scores?
Yes.
Talking about some they the best?
1,000%. Waffle House. I eat at Waffle House. They don't got the best scores. And it's delicious.
Waffle House is in its own category.
Of nasty?
You gonna tell me
that's almost rap.
You see an 81 on the door, and you gonna be like, This is great. This is fine.
It's not. That's a B.
It's not terrible.
Not
They
bad.
say anything under an A is really like kind of questionable.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm cooked.
Well,
Because I'm just eating anything.
You just eat
almost.
anywhere.
Anywhere almost.
D, they didn't get an F. That's fine.
all right. Well, I guess I'm like million then.
Let me see what the. How
I
do you
mean,
get a?
I'm good with.
81
I'm good with an
on a
81.
health.
I'm straight with an 81.
Yeah. As long as the food is not like bad, I'm good with it.
As long as the food is seasoned.
Okay, an 81
too,
health
bruh.
inspection score is generally considered a needs improvement, indicating several violations, some of which may be high risk, such as improper holding temperatures, poor personal hygienes, or contaminated equipment.
Here, listen, man. I've been getting needs improvement my entire life, so this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I've been
So
getting-
you walking in, ain't washing their hands, ain't watching the equipment, and the food is at the wrong temperature,
Hey.
and y'all just, oh, that's fine. This is good.
as long as it's seasoned.
Oh, God. Like,
As long
what are
as
we
it's
talking
seasoned. As
about
long as it's
here?
seasoned, bro.
Who y'all are crazy. Okay, let's talk about this. There was a couple here in Atlanta who got busted with 315 stolen lottery tickets.
I just want to say this before this. If you steal lottery tickets, the chances of actually like winning the lottery off the lottery tickets are like very, very slim. So when people would steal these lottery tickets, you're only going to scratch off maybe like $100, $200, maybe $500. You're not going to get that much money. But, so the suspects are Martell Johnson, 28, and Gabriel Murray, 31. According to police, they started back in January 5th at a store in Allison Court Southwest. Surveillance video shows the two masked up, hoodies on, creeping through the store around 4 a.m., grabbing everything from lottery tickets to cash. And not just a few tickets. Police say they stole 315 lottery tickets, basically trying to hit the jackpot the illegal way. Now, here's where the story takes a turn. After more than 2 months of investigations, officers tracked them down and conducted a high-risk traffic stop on Campbellton Road, March 10th. Police say when they searched the car, they found the evidence sitting right there. So you telling me y'all done stole these traffic tickets in January and ain't scratched them and then kept them in the whip?
For 2 months?
Stupid. Police say when they searched the car, they found the evidence at all 315 stolen lottery tickets.
What?
So after all that time, the alleged plan was apparently just to ride around with the proof. You know what I mean? Just flashing them out the window. Both Johnson and Murray are now facing burglary and theft charges, and police haven't said whether any of those tickets were actually winners. Which means after all that, they might not even have won anything.
Wow.
You stole all them lottery tickets to kick it.
Did you say that they weren't even scratched?
Weren't even used.
So y'all just, that don't make no sense.
315 lottery tickets. My guess is that they was gonna take them and flip them and try to sell them in the hood. But wild, bruh. People be doing the stupidest stuff.
You would have had more success scratching them all off and seeing if you won.
Thank you, Lana. I appreciate you stating the obvious. Appreciate it. Maybe you would have helped them out. Maybe they should have called you and said, "Hey, Lana, what we supposed to do with these tickets?
What do I do next?
Hey, scratch them, maybe." And maybe after you scratch them, don't pawn them here in Atlanta. Maybe go to like a South Carolina or maybe at Alabama or Tennessee.
But no matter what you do, the first thing you do is take them out the car.
Bruh, put them somewhere.
Whew, that's crazy.
Will, can you go back to that picture real quick? Just real quick. There we go.
Where are we looking at? I don't even say it. I know exactly what you're about to say.
I don't.
I know exactly what you're about to say. Don't say it, bro. Don't say it, bro.
He's not celebrating Juneteenth, or he's missing 2 Black History Months after this one. This one disappointed me. You look at that, man.
Yes, man.
Look at that, man.
I think that's a girl.
That's a girl.
Martell?
Even worse. Why
Those
are
are
you
girls.
doing?
No, that's the black dude. That's a
guy.
That's a guy, right?
Well, I'm not gonna misgender anybody, but you know what I'm saying. I think that's we live in a world where it could be
you could be whatever you want to be.
Whatever. That could be a dog. We don't know. We don't have no idea.
It's always them, though.
You always telling
With
people they
them.
can't celebrate Black
No,
History
it's
Month.
always them. It's always because, like, look at that.
Just because you got a quarter zip on, don't mean you can't tell us what we can
I'm just
celebrate.
saying, just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's always us choosing that. Like, dang.
Oh, you mean
dang.
Well,
we got to do better.
But
sometimes.
you mean wait? But what do you mean by that?
You know exactly what he means. You know exactly what he
I'm
means.
not gonna go any further.
You know
I'm
exactly what he means.
I am so disappointed.
Don't sit here and act.
You know it. Well, you know what type of white women we love.
See, there it goes,
That's
right
it.
there.
And it's just like, man, it's disappointing.
She probably is a great, wholesome white woman. You just
great, wholesome, encouraging him to do this.
He probably encoured her. You don't know.
And she could have at least encouraged him to take it out the car.
Yeah,
if they allegedly did this.
Real talk. She about to get off clean. Everything. She about to get all the way.
You
free.
don't know that.
Watch.
Okay.
Right.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a drive-through? I'm gonna just ask y'all that.
Nothing. I've never.
Really?
Had it. Now my ex's little sister got punched in the face at the drive-through though. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't happen to me, but it happened to her. She got punched right in the face. She flicked the dude off as he was honking, and he pulled over, punched her in the face in the drive-through, and she had to sit there and just, and then literally stand in line and then wait for the food.
Wait, what?
Not just getting punched in the face and just having to sit there and be like, God, I can't even go nowhere. I still got an order.
She could have got out the car. She didn't want to.
Yeah. Then they tried to call me and be like, well, damn, she just got hit. I was like, well, girl, we're not together no more, so I don't care.
Okay, well, there was a crazy situation at a drive-thru in Chick-fil-A. We do have to tell you about it after the break. I just want to, set the stage a little bit.
Y'all ain't got no crazy story?
No, not for real. The craziest thing that ever happened to me, I just tried to go to a Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, but I didn't realize it was Sunday. So I pulled up to the Chick-fil-A and I was, you want some Chick-fil-A on a Sunday?
For sure.
I pulled up, there was like a little ladder in the driveway, and I'm like pulling around. I'm like, man, these people so ghetto. They just got this on. Hello, excuse me. I had an attitude and everything. I don't know what was on. Hello, and then I'm sitting there like, where? And nobody's working. What is this? And it took me 5 whole minutes to realize it was Sunday and nobody was in the building.
Oh, that's upsetting.
I was very embarrassed. I think I was going through it too. So.
Yeah, they probably looked at the cameras when they was. Hey, look at this dummy. Look at this. Look at this dummy right here. Look at it. Hey, somebody get on the mic real quick and play with it. Hey, welcome to Chick-fil-A. Hey, take an order and then have her drive around.
Since you want to have attitude.
Take an order and then have her drive around. Oh, bro, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, man. Okay, so there was a dangerous situation at a Chick-fil-A here in Atlanta, and we're going to tell you about it after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. We're here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
All right, welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta. We have a crazy story to tell you about. There was a drive-through situation that turned actually dangerous. This man came up, threatened workers, and stole cash at a Chick-fil-A here in Atlanta.
I tell you, y'all need to leave Chick-fil-A alone. When you doing y'all's robberies and stuff, Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A, the churches, all them, not Church's Chicken, but churches, like actual churches.
Yeah.
I mean, don't rob Church's Chicken either.
Don't rob churches, but like... at the same time.
Hey, look, but this one kind of funny though. Hey, bro, this is some real black mess that I'm about to tell y'all. So Atlanta police say a man walked up to a Chick-fil-A drive-thru and told employees, "Hey, you're going to serve me or get ready to die about some chicken. Don't die about this chicken now, all right? You either serve me or you die about this chicken." So this happened Tuesday night around 9:40 p.m. Chick-fil-A on Martin Luther King. According to police, the man wearing a dark hoodie pulled up to the drive-thru window and made that threat to employees. And at that point, workers did what most people would do. They got out of there, which I would too. Police say the employees ran from the window area, leaving the suspect right there. That's when he reached through the drive-thru window, grabbed cash straight out the register, making off with about $200. After that, investigators say he jumped into a silver or light-colored SUV and drove off. Atlanta police have released surveillance video and now asking the public for help. Yeah, don't die by that chicken now.
You said they ran instead of doing anything. They just like ran.
No,
Did he have a gun?
No, I don't know if he had a gun, but he jumped in the whip though. You saying did he run?
No, I thought the workers like ran.
Oh, the workers ran.
Yeah.
From the window.
Yeah.
Once he hopped in the window, as you can see, he's like linked inside the drive-thru window. And he's like, "Hey, bro, listen, y'all follow these orders. Y'all gonna give me what I need, or y'all gonna die about this chicken."
Imagine you're that lady.
Don't die about no chicken. Don't die about no Chick-fil-A.
No, but like,
don't die about no Chick-fil-A.
Imagine you're that lady in the car.
Oh yeah, just trying to get your food.
You just hear somebody like, "You gonna die about this chick." You say,
"Hey man,
dang, and I still want my meal though."
Hey man, did you have the number one? Get out of the way. That's hectic.
The fact that she didn't leave immediately and she just sat there letting him do all that.
I wouldn't have left either. I would have wanted my hey, he gone. He's gone. Can y'all give me my? I had a number one sweet tea lemonade mix.
She just climbing there next. Look, shoot, since they gone, let me just go ahead.
Let me grab me. Let me go ahead and get some of this Polynesian sauce. Yeah, 100%, bro.
No. Oh, they make you pay in the line now. That's what she said. Shoot, I already paid.
Yeah, I've already paid for my food.
Driving here,
I'm going to need some. It could have been 3 bags sitting right up there on that little counter. I would have grabbed all 3 of them and drove off, bro. Yeah, he told him straight up though. I respect him for walking away and him being like, "Look, don't die about some chicken, bro."
That's real though.
That's real.
Dying by some chicken is probably the worst way to go for a black person.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000.
I can't even do it, bro.
1,000%, bro.
I can't even do it, bro.
I'm gonna protect this chicken with my whole life. Hey, dog, chicken ain't did nothing for you.
Imagine at the funeral, bro, if you died by some chicken, bro.
Oh man.
Dang.
Or if you died going down for a Chick-fil-A.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? It's like, and they're just gonna replace you.
Here we have Million, and he tried to risk his life for a chicken biscuit, and all he had to do was give the robber the money, but he said, "I'm not gonna let this chicken go down in vain. I'm gonna die about this chicken."
Not on my watch.
Not today,
Nah,
chicken.
And they still got the cash and the food.
Yeah, man, that's hectic.
Yeah, I'm not dying. Don't die on the clock.
Nah, don't die on the clock. Don't die about no food. Don't die for these corporations.
Yeah.
They don't listen.
They don't care.
Because if you die, they're gonna replace you the next day.
Oh God.
They're gonna be like, oh, what's our condolences? We got an opening for for the drive-through
A
workers.
new managerial position actually just came up.
Y'all wanna if you wanna apply. So yeah, man, respect to the Chick-fil-A people. Stop robbing the Chick-fil-A's.
Bro, like Mr. T says, I pity the fool who
robs the Chick-fil-A. Straight up,
Shout
man.
out to Super Duper C. He said, I pity the fool who robs money at a restaurant.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Okay. There has been another DNA breakthrough, people, and it just got another one. Somebody just got arrested in Gwinnett County for a serial rape cold case that's been cold for 40 years.
Yeah, man. The man they arrested is Glenn Daniel Plybon. All right.
Oh,
and
wow.
investigators say he's connected to 4 separate rapes that happened over just 11 days back in the summer of 1986. We're talking about a time when police were working with limited technology. All right. Back then, officers say the suspect targeted women inside their apartments, breaking in, assaulting them, and then disappearing before police could get there. Investigators were able to connect the cases because of similar description and the same method of entry. And they even released a sketch to the public at the time. But despite all that, the case went cold for decades. Then fast forward to 2025, investigators take another look, resubmit old forensic evidence using modern day DNA technology, and that's when everything changes. Police say that testing pointed directly to Glenn Daniel Plybon, leading to his arrest nearly 4 decades after the crimes. Yo, he was gone for 40 years.
Where was he? Where they arrested him?
I'm about to tell y'all that. You gotta let me finish.
Okay, a little
razzle dazzle. I threw a little something in there, a little action.
Okay.
Now think about that 40 years cold case unsolved now because of advanced DNA. Detectives say they finally got you. The authorities haven't said where Plylon was living before the arrest or where there could be more victims, but more victims of this case are said to be out before the victims of the case. This is a moment where decades in the making and they finally get a little closure. So this was in Lawrenceville. Yeah, this is in Lawrenceville. That's where they found him at. Lawrenceville and Gwinnett area. So not necessarily where he was at when they found him, but yeah, man, you went 40 years. 40 years.
He's definitely can you pull that back up?
Oh no, he's there. Yep.
He's definitely been eaten, I will say.
Yeah.
But I will also say the sketch artists really know what they're doing.
Yeah, he's that dude. When I saw this, I was like, oh, he's good.
Oh, that's because you would have been going just off what they could describe to you at the time, and they that's pretty spot on.
That's good.
He was in his bag with
He
that
was
little
crazy.
sketch. That's crazy that they used to have to do that.
Yeah, man, they ain't have no digital anything. You
No,
couldn't just go
nothing.
in there and be like a face recognition scanner or whatever.
And I always wonder, like, how do you even describe somebody to get to that? You know what I mean? Like, what would you have to do to get them to shade this in and like just give you the pointy face? You'd have to, like, if I was asked to describe you right now, Rondell, I'd be like,
Go ahead. I would like to see. I would like to hear.
he got some braids.
Okay. Okay.
What's the shape of his face? I guess
Don't look.
It's kind of, it's got a little pointy chin.
Okay.
Close.
And,
Okay.
You gotta know. I couldn't even tell you. Like, you got eyebrows.
I'm getting away.
You got a beard. I forgot.
I am getting away.
I can do a million better.
Okay.
Million, you have like a square face, kind of. You got like a square kind of situation. You got glasses. I think you got a beard. You got a
Okay.
beard.
Okay.
We were talking about your mustache. You got a little mustache. You got
it's
a nose.
growing. You know, I'm only
trying.
25. Yeah, it's
You know,
getting
it's-
up
you know,
there.
you probably yes. It's
trying to make it. Get up there.
You'll get there. Yeah, come on. Dang, you got a hairline.
It's still intact a little bit.
Okay.
It's still intact. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could put a gun in my head. I wouldn't be able to do not that.
Rondell, it would be like he looks kind of like Indian. He hates when I say that.
What?
He looks like Somalian.
Okay.
He looks like he's Somalian.
One of them. Never mind.
Okay. That's what we're doing. Okay, let me do both y'all. Okay, y'all ready? Ugly and ugly. How about that? They both ugly. I just look fine. They ain't gonna play with me.
That's just crazy. Like, how do they do that? That's pretty nuts.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to the artist.
Shout out to the artist.
That's a dying art, man.
That is a dying art.
He's got to be on a sidewalk doing that. For somebody.
Well, I thank God that they got this guy though. I mean, at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah. Back to the you know what I'm saying. We're glad that 40 years he was. Yeah. Because who knows, man? Who knows what would have happened later?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. In the meantime, there's a homeowner here in Atlanta that got into a whole armed standoff after an intruder claimed, "This is my house."
Imagine somebody coming to your crib.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
This is my house now.
I run this.
Like,
all right, I'll have handed them a bill. Here you go. You live here, right? Here you go. Yep. Flat out. So this all happened on March 2nd on Alexander Drive, Northeast. According to police, officers got a call around 9:30 p.m. About a burglary in progress. When they got out there, the homeowner was already outside shaking, telling officers that a man had entered his house and claimed it was his own and threatened his life. But the situation was far from over because inside the house was the homeowner's elderly wife hiding in an upstairs bathroom with a firearm, waiting it out.
Come on, Ethel.
She was ready to
go
to war.
Come on.
Go to war.
Yep. I don't know if her name is Ethel. I'm just talking.
Yeah, well, I mean, she old, so
yeah,
Ethel Martine, one of them.
Myrtle,
something. Police say they quickly set up a perimeter around the home, knowing that they had a suspect inside and a potential victim still trapped upstairs. For a moment, this could have gone completely different direction, but officers were able to take the suspect into custody without an incident. They then safely escorted the woman out and cleared the house. Police identified the suspect as Ramon Darden, who is now facing first-degree burglary and property damage charges. And while no one was physically hurt, this is one of those situations that shows just how fast things can escalate from a normal night at home to a full-blown standoff. Yeah, Mr. Ramon, you would have got shot. I would have told my wife, go on shoot him, honey. Go on shoot him, honey.
Bro, he looks a little off, though.
For sure. He would have been off in the dirt. Yep. Go on, Ethel, shoot him.
So, like, they just found him inside?
He walked in the crib and his it was a burglary. So he broke in. Said, this is my house.
Right, but usually you're stealing things. You're not just like, I live here now.
That's what I'm saying.
He might be off.
No, clearly, got a couple of screws loose. I'm just saying, so he just was just...
Break it in.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
And I'm not leaving.
And I'm not leaving.
And so the wife stayed in the bedroom while police, I'm sure, were called.
This is like the case where the dude in Brookhaven, the guy in Brook, I don't know if you guys remember that case where the guy in Brookhaven broke in and was like, yo, this is my crib. And the husband ended up running out the house and leaving his wife.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So this is literally just like this case.
Yo, really try it.
Except this guy was like, nah, I'm not going nowhere. This is mine.
Have you ever had somebody break into your house?
Never.
Never?
Never. I've had somebody steal stuff from my crib, like inside the garage, but never breaking into my house.
There's been one time I had to call the police. I thought somebody broke into my house. Nobody did. I didn't know this. I was in college and I lived in a townhome, and it was one of those situations where it's Thanksgiving and a lot of people were gone. I was at home there still, and people had been getting their townhomes broken into. So I heard the door like shut and I thought it was my door. So I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, I think somebody broke into my house. She's like, why are you calling me? Call the police.
Straight up.
So I go to the bathroom. I lock the door. I call the police. And police come and they're like, police. So I come out and I got like just guns just like pointed at me. And I'm like, it's me. And I'm like 19, however old I am. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm the one who called. It ended up not being. It was like the neighbor's door that opened and closed.
Listen,
and wasn't mine.
Black people, we don't do noises.
Look.
We don't do noises.
Look.
We don't do noises.
I'm not investigating nothing myself.
What? If I hear one noise, I'm gonna... And then that's it.
Right. Amen.
Hey, look.
Well, first, before this is... I gotta look.
I need to look. I need to prepare myself, and then I'm not going to look for it.
Yeah.
No. Usually, I just pretend like I didn't hear. I hear it and pretend like it ain't. I ain't hear that.
You know what? I'll tell myself what it was. Oh, that was just.
Yep.
I don't know. Let's make something up.
I've never got to a point where I called the police, but I have gotten to a point where I stared, looked around, and was like, I ain't hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear. I know what it is.
I ain't hear that. And hopefully that it just goes away.
Because some people, you be in somebody's house. Oh yeah, the door just creaks sometimes. Why does your door just creak sometimes? Oh, the house just got old bones. What your house is moving like? I never understood that because that's how you rationalize why your house is got sounds. Man.
Yeah, I need for you to fix that. Put a little oil on that. All right,
oil on the house.
WD-40 for that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Shouldn't be doing that.
Should not
by itself.
Yeah. And I got a few homeboys though. They all like when I used to stay over there at the house. They'll hear something. They'll be like, "Hold on, man. I'll be right back. I gotta go see that." Like, yo, hey,
don't leave me here.
What do you mean you gotta go see that, dog? Stay with me. Let's work as a team. You don't need to go see that at all. Bro, he used to walk every time he would hear something. Hold on, bro. I'll be right back. I gotta go see that. I'm like, no, you don't.
You really don't.
Brother, you don't.
Do you know what it is? Is that why you go? Because if you don't, we probably got, a couple things
even
to discuss.
Even more issues. Even more shit. Yeah, I stopped hanging out with him. And yes, he was white. Yep.
That's your survival instinct.
That wasn't. Hey, listen, brother, you're on your own. And he will always come back upstairs. Oh man, it was nothing, man. It was nothing. You want to go do something? No, I don't want to do nothing now. Because you are scaring me that you wanted to go investigate. All right, Rambo, calm down, MacGyver.
Facts. Okay. This story is kind of on the same lines of what we were talking about earlier. This man got fired after trying to be the hero. This is a former Kroger manager who said they just let him go when he was just trying to protect an elderly coworker during a shoplifting incident.
Messed up, bro. That's a messed up.
You can't even try to look out for these businesses.
And this is the point that we're trying to make. They don't care about you.
They don't care. One way or the other.
One way or the other. They don't care. You try to be a good humanitarian, a good person, and they still let you go. So the man is Michael Self, who spent 14 years managing a Kroger in North Decatur Road. According to Self, the situation happened May 24th of 2025 when a group of mass shoplifting suspects left the store and an elderly employee followed them outside.
Oh.
That's when things turned physical.
Oh.
Cell phone video shows the suspect swinging a bag of paper towels at the employee and shoving her. Self says he went outside not to fight, but to protect his coworker and calm the situation down. But instead, he says he became one who got hurt. Self says someone hit him in the back of the head, knocking him to the ground. He ended up at Emory University Hospital with a concussion and staples in his head. Police responded to the scene, and the case is still under investigation. But just 3 days later, Self says Kroger fired him. According to Self, the company claimed he violated policy and accused him of starting the altercation. You don't say. Y'all got cameras and everything. Y'all can visibly see what happened and what I was trying to do. But here's where it gets complicated. Many retail companies have strict policies that say employees should not engage with shoplifters at all, even if someone else is in danger, which it is true. That is a policy for a lot of stores. When people steal, that's why you don't see a lot of people that try to be like, oh, no. Bro, they just let them run out and keep it moving. It's covered by insurance. Employee attorney Andrew Beal says companies are trying to limit risk because confrontation can escalate and put employees and customers in harm's way. Yes, but Self says that's not what happened here.
Right.
He said he's never threw a punch, never chased anyone, was only trying to protect his employee.
Right.
Now he's trying to clear his name while also dealing with the aftermath of losing his job. And in the meantime, a GoFundMe has been set up. Y'all, what?
That is crazy because y'all should have seen that old lady walk out there first. If anybody should have got fired, it's her. She's the one, boy. If she still had her job, I'd be so mad.
Oh, boy. What?
Especially because he's the one who really got the smoke. It sounds like the suspect said, "Boom," with some paper towels.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here, old lady.
Yeah,
like, he wasn't even trying to, like,
I'm out of here.
And I end up with a concussion?
Yeah.
Now, how does that happen?
They're not worried about your safety though when they're doing these policies. It's literally if you get it hurt and you get staples in your forehead or whatever else it is, we don't want to pay for it.
We don't want to pay for it.
That's all it is. They don't care about nobody's well-being. They don't want to get sued. Workers' composition, like what? They probably if he does even like take it there, if he does try and sue Kroger, they gonna probably drug test him.
Oh, for
just
sure.
to see if there was drugs in the system at the time of the incident.
100%.
And that's how these corporations operate, bro. They don't care about y'all people, bro. When y'all work there,
they don't.
They really don't.
Now, if this was like a Trader Joe's or a
Chick-fil-A
or Chick-fil-A or a Whole Foods, you might not have been fired. but Kroger a little ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, not a lot of it. Not a lot of Kroger, not a lot of big ghetto. Now this is Aldi.
It depends on the location.
And this is Aldi. They probably would have let you fight. You know what I'm saying? Aldi would have been like, "Hey, beat them up, player. Yeah, get them paper towels back." You know what I mean?
Walmart.
Kroger's like, "Hey, brother, we live on we're ghetto, but we bougie ghetto, so
Yes.
we live on a somewhat of a standard." Publix, oh yeah, they would have been. They before you even walk back in the store, fired, leave.
Fired.
Leave, go home.
Yep.
Go home. So I still don't think it's right for him. You know what I'm saying? Him trying to protect his coworker. You know what I mean? Especially she old too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, I'm trying to make sure she good.
Yeah. As long as he didn't go out there and like escalate it.
Yeah.
I mean, he got concussed after.
I was saying, how do you, in the back of the head? Now, how do you go to save a woman and get hit in the back of the head?
That's a good point. Good point. Good point.
So there are questions.
There are.
Okay. Now look at this. I don't know why I keep having to talk about Brian Kemp. I just really like Brian Kemp for the things that he does. We talk about us all getting a little rebate.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
And now he's just running such a tight ship in this state. The Georgia House passed a 60-day gas tax suspension.
Yep. So they're calling this the bill. They're calling this House bill. Actually, I don't know what the House bill is. I
1199.
Yeah, something like that. But so the Georgia House passed the updated bill on March 18th, 2026, by a vote of 163 to 4. Those four people,
haters.
Those 4 people, you are tripping. What is going on here? What is going on here?
That's crazy.
So the tax is about to be around, like, the tax currently is 33.3 cents per gallon on gasoline right now in Georgia. So if the bill comes into law, drivers could pay about 33 cents less.
Come on.
That'll be amazing. Right now, I mean, the gas station that's right next to us, I saw it was like $3.40 something right now.
I passed some $3.89, some $3.90. Yes, that's what I was saying before. I was supposed to get gas and didn't want to get gas, and then now I'm mad I didn't get gas because it's probably going to go up more because of the situation in Iran. We talk about that in the national hour. So that's why I think they got this 60-day period, because they're like, well, let's see if we can just alleviate it for 60 days and see where we are in 60 days. So shoot.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, so this is all a reaction because of what's going on in Iran. The House changed the bill, so now it's going back to the Georgia Senate. And after that, Governor Brian Kemp, it's in your ballpark,
he already
buddy.
knows what to do.
I'm saying he's already done this before, though. When we was going through it with Ukraine, he lowered it. There was a couple other incidents where we was lowering it also. And this is probably going to be one of the highest amounts that we actually do end up lowering it, because prior times before that, it was like 20-something cents. So 30-something cents is big for us right now, man.
That's amazing, honestly, because who knows how much this could spiral out of control based on what these people have going on right now. It was already going to be bad because it's Strait of Hormuz situation. And if you're lost, we do a national hour. We talk about this all the time, so go back and watch it. But because they today and last night started hitting oil fields and oil refineries out there, and people are like, oh, I'm going to start hitting y'all's energy infrastructure. It's on and popping. That's only going to make it worse. So I am really glad they decided to do this.
30 cents? 30 cents?
33 cents.
33 cents.
Come on, man. That's that's about $3.
That's $3 gas.
$3 gas. I'll take $3 gas, bro.
Over $3.60?
Man,
bro,
back in the 90s, bro, that would just be like $1.25, $1.30, $1.40, $1.50.
Y'all was still complaining.
No, we weren't.
Really?
Nah, bro.
All right, I hear it,
Tell you, bro, you can ask somebody for $5. I wish somebody would ask me for $5 to go to, hey, can you run me up the street for $5? Nah, player.
Yeah.
$5 ain't gonna do nothing.
Real tough.
Because it's never up the street.
It's never
it's
up
like
the street.
20 minutes.
Up the street, around the corner, back home. Can you take me back home?
I said $5.
$5 crazy.
Also, there are no Kings rallies coming back to Georgia.
Yeah, they ain't playing. These folks are really tired of our king. I mean, our president. Our president, Donald Trump. So the protests are against President Trump and his administration. Organizers say they are upset about the immigration crackdowns that we've been seeing recently, and, just other things in the government that they just don't necessarily like. Now, they are claiming that these protests are supposed to be peaceful and nonviolent, which they have been in the past. We've seen them come out in almost by the thousands.
No, for
in
sure. It was like almost
and
like a
multiple
million the
different-
last
I
time.
wanted
Something
to
crazy.
claim like 1 million, but that's just certain different reports. But they come out by the boatloads because of this No Kings protest. And one of them actually made headlines when our president decided to post a video saying this or doing this. He posted a video of him in the jet.
I remember this.
And this was all because of the No Kings protest.
Yes, it was him pooing on protesters.
Like, what is going on here?
In a crown.
In a crown.
He posted that. Obviously, he didn't make it, but he posted himself in a crown pooing on protesters.
That's funny.
I do remember this.
That's funny. You gotta admit, man, he's got a humor. He got a sense of humor.
He does got a sense of humor. So, I mean, if y'all come out, maybe you find yourself on an AI, video or something like that. Who knows? Do y'all do protests or anything? Y'all go to any protests? Would y'all be protesting any of this?
Nah, man, I don't like to walk.
You don't like to walk?
I don't like it all. Whoever invented protest, man, I just dislike you a lot. Like, y'all couldn't have protested any other way. I hate walking.
Here's what I hope, and here's what I pray, and here's what I would like to see from you guys. If you guys would like to go and protest, and you do it in droves, go tell everybody to stop spending money at the same place.
There it goes.
And start protesting with your wallet.
There it goes.
I'm not saying don't hit the streets, but they don't care.
They don't.
You protested, millions of people came out, and what did the president do? He posted a video of himself pooing on the protesters. They don't care. They care about shmoney. So protest with your money. That's the only thing they hear.
Flat
period.
out.
Protest with your vote. Go vote. Don't sit this one out. I don't care. Like that's how you protest.
I feel it.
These people.
No, that's real.
That
is real.
That is so real. They don't care. Like you said before. Oh, actually, at one of the protests in June in DeKalb County, one of the reporters actually got deported after he got captured.
That's hectic.
It was crazy, bro.
That's
It's like
hectic.
they genuinely just
Oh,
don't care. They genuinely just don't care.
It just doesn't even surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole, and they were, man.
Yeah. So it's a No Kings protest going down March 28th. So just stay in the loop if you want to get involved. That's it. Yeah.
Y'all want to go?
No.
I think we should, man. Cover, see what the people was talking about. I might go out there. I haven't been doing interviews in a minute.
You should go see and feel what it's like. There's so many paid people out there now that it is a shame.
Yeah. I might poke a couple of bears. You
should ask. Yeah, like.
Yeah, I might.
You getting paid to be here?
Come in a Trump hat or something. Who knows? See what they think.
Yeah, I definitely won't be going with you. All right.
That does it for us, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class? Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What they do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.